Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. Anyways, this is George, and I'm hopping on for a live monthly review. I think I skipped a month of doing this. Been real busy, so anyways, wanted to get on here and hop in and catch up because I've been busy. Things have been going great. So anyways, I wanted to answer some questions. Share some success tips or help you guys with your businesses, and answer some questions, some things that people have asked, and do my monthly review. So yeah, I've had quite a few obstacles over the past couple of months that I've had to overcome, but nothing slows me down. Keep going. And in fact, this month I'm having a record-breaking month, and I believe all of my businesses. So I'm having a record-breaking month in my Notary business, in my medical commodities business. I've had multiple pickup today, getting ready to do another invoice here shortly. I've been packing out these invoices quicker. Having a great month in affiliate, my affiliate commissions, coaching a lot of new people from YouTube. I hope you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know, because I have been having problems with my microphone. So I hope I'm not just talking to myself here, but so yeah, so I want to start off by sharing some tips and some advice from the journey. I've had the good fortune of being able to work and coach a lot of people, which has been a lot of fun. And you start to learn things after a while, and success leaves clues. And so what I have noticed from coaching people, from coaching a lot of people, I've seen people who've been able to achieve success really quickly, where others don't, and just make an accumulation of excuses over and over. So I wanted to share some patterns that I've noticed. And one of the biggest patterns that I've noticed from people that go on to make things happen and achieve success versus those that don't is mindset, and really the attitude that you have going into whatever it is that you're going into. You know, I can almost tell within the first couple of minutes of talking with somebody, just because I've gotten, used to speaking with people and seeing, actions speak louder than words, and how people, their energy tells a lot. And so your attitude going into a business venture makes a huge difference. And if you believe that it's not going to work out, and that it's going to be difficult, and you have reservations if the business is going to work out, then you're stacking the odds against you. But those who, it's just like ignorance on fire, it's almost like they got that Forrest Gump mentality that it's like, they just throw themselves into the business and they think that it's going to work. They end up being the ones that end up having success, the ones that just throw themselves into it, more so than the person that doesn't matter how much business experience they have, this and that. The attitude is everything. And that's one thing that I've noticed between coaching people in weight loss and coaching people in business, is that the mindset is everything. And that's the cool thing about our mind is, you have the power to choose your mindset and what you want. You can, there's a great book, Think and Grow Rich. I remember I read that a zillion times in my early 20s. And all you got to do is understand the title, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. And then you don't even need to read the book. I still recommend to read the book because it's an amazing book. But if you just master understanding what the title is saying in those 3 words, Think and Grow Rich, that's like seriously one of the most important things you could understand in your career, is thinking and grow rich. That's the amazing thing about the human being, is we have the ability to choose our own thoughts. No other creature can do that. They can choose their own thoughts. They can't. They just react and respond to their environment. We have the ability to choose our own thoughts. So you can choose. You can choose to go into a business venture, whichever business venture you're starting, being doubtful and thinking it's not going to work, and thinking all kinds of negative thoughts. Or you can choose to have the attitude that this is going to work, and that I know it's going to, challenges are going to come up, but it's okay. No matter what comes up, I don't care if a brick wall comes in front of me, I'm going to jump over it. If a brick, if I can't get over the brick wall, I'm going to get around it. If not, then I'm going to dig a hole under it. If you have that attitude, then you're going to make it. So mindset is one of the biggest things that I've noticed, is that having a positive mindset in going into it. Now, another thing, and this is also something that I wanted to share about on this, is about the importance of setting goals. Take it seriously, setting goals. That's and this is actually why I just got inspired to do this, because I was writing out my goals. I like to plan in advance for the next month in advance. So right now we got like 10 days until the next month. So I'm already thinking about October. I don't, yesterday's home runs don't win tomorrow's game. So although this month I'm having a phenomenal month and I'm crushing it, that doesn't mean anything about next month. So I'm already setting up my goals and my game plan for next month. So, so goals, take them seriously. And there's a really good, simple acronym that you can remember for setting goals, because majority of people don't set goals correctly. Most people are very bad at setting goals. For example, they say, my goal is just to make more money this month. Okay, here's $1. You made more money. Now go home, go watch some TV. No, if you want to set goals correctly, then you want to set SMART goals. It's just an acronym, but it's a powerful one, because each letter of it is important. So the S is for specific. When you set a goal, you want it to be specific. Okay, you want to make more money next month. How much? How much? You want it. You want to know exactly. You want to be able to measure the goal. Is it attainable? Is this goal truly attainable? If you say, oh yeah, I want to make $1 billion next month, is that really attainable? I mean, seriously, you want it to be realistic. All right. And you also want to have a timetable. You want to have a time period in which this goal has to be accomplished. Okay, so by the end of next month. And so to keep the story short, as far as goals go, you want to be as specific as possible when setting goals. You want to be specific as possible, quantifiable. You got to be able to know once you've accomplished the goal. Once you've accomplished it, okay? You got to be able to, if you just say you want to make more money next month, how do you know when you've accomplished that? But if you say, you want to make $2,000 more profit next month than you did this month, then that's a way of being able to measure that. And you say, this has to be done by October 31st. So you want to be able to have a timetable when you're going to be able to is it quantifiable? Is it realistic? Is it truly attainable? Is it realistic? Is it something that actually, and so you want it to be as specific as possible, but goals are very important. And the thing about goals is it's almost more important to set goals on the action than it is on the outcome, because people love to, this is the problem with like the vision board fantasy and things like that. People love to set goals on the outcome. Oh yeah, I want to get a BMW and a Mercedes, and I'm going to be making $1 million by the next year. Okay, that's cute. You can make that really specific and everything, but what about the action? What about the action that is required to attain those goals? So I think, in my opinion, it's more important to set goals on the action than it is even on the outcome. What actions are you going to take? And then how are you going to, you have to be able to measure, and those got to be quantifiable and all the same thing, the timetable for the action. Okay, you want to make an extra $1,000 next month in your medical commodities business. Okay, what action are you going to take? What's the goals that you're going to set on that action? All right, how many, ads you're going to put out, bandits out, you're going to hire a virtual assistant, get really specific with the action that you want to take to be able to take your business to the next level. Action is critical. And so I think it's just as important, if not more important, to set the goals on the action than it is on the outcome. And hold on, one thing I had it written down. I didn't want to forget about this. 1 second. This was important, and I had a brain freeze here. This is about okay. Okay. Oh yeah. So another thing is to that I've noticed between people that go on to achieve success and versus don't is the why. Do you have a strong enough why? Why? Why do you want to start this business? Whether it's starting a notary business or a medical commodities business or whatever. What's your why? Or if you want to lose weight, what's the why? Your why, and the reason why it's important to have a strong why, not just, I want to lose weight, or, I want to make a little more money. No, you got to have a why that's so strong that it emotionally impacts you. And the reason why is because when those inevitable roadblocks come up and those challenges, just like if you've been following me, I've gone through tremendous amounts of obstacles and challenges, and I've been honest in sharing them with you guys, but I keep going and keep growing because I have a very strong why. And so if you don't have a strong why, then that won't pull you through the tough times. So you want to have a why that's so strong that it can near move you to tears. That it's just like, and so that's important. You want to have a why that's very strong that can near move you to tears. I really hope you guys can hear me on this. I don't know. But as far as some other questions, some people had asked some things about taxes. I saw some questions on. I'm nervous that I'm talking here and no one can hear me because, like I said, I've been having microphone issues. So if you can, somebody leave a message if anybody is on here. But as far as taxes goes, I highly recommend to get organized, track everything in your business. And if you've done coaching with me, you know that I share that. I share my strategy and my sheets and things like that I use for tracking everything. It's very important because, yes, we do pay our taxes, and it's important. That's why you want to know how much you're making, how much you're spending, and things like that, so that way you can easily pay your taxes, and which is a good thing. If you pay, I don't really like paying taxes, but the more taxes you got to pay means you're making money. So it is what it is. You can't get around taxes. You got to pay it. Of course, you got write-offs and things like that. Another thing is to be coachable. That's one thing also that I've noticed between people going successful people and people are not, is some people like to fight. And it's funny, they'll pay me for coaching, but then they want to argue, and it's like they know everything. But it's like, why are you hiring me for coaching then? So, but the people that are truly coachable and allow, to humble themselves and to be a good student, just like there can be a bad teacher or a good teacher, there can also be a good student and a bad student. And a bad student is one that they think that they know everything. They're disrespectful to the teacher because they're not allowing themselves to be open. So one thing that I've noticed is that those who are truly coachable and allowing themselves to be humbled to learn new things, then they end up doing a lot better than the ones who know it all. So I'm trying to think of some other questions some people had asked. Let me just check my phone right here. Should have got a little bit more organized, but I just got in from a run, and I just wanted to bust this out real quick because I was doing my monthly review for next month, and I thought I'm gonna hop on here and do a live stream. Oh yeah, one thing I'll say. I'm always surprised how many people leave comments and things like that, upset that I charge for coaching and or that the courses that I recommend cost money. Like, to me, it's just like, I don't even want to waste time with people that because I've spent probably close to $100,000 in my life. Not saying that to brag, but I've probably spent close to $100,000 in my life on coaching and courses and education. And I'm always investing in continued education. So I can't even relate to that type of mindset of not being willing to invest in coaching and courses, because always throughout my career, in every business that I've been into, I have bought not one, but multiple courses because I wanted to understand the business inside and out and get the information from different sources. In every business that I've been in, I've had coaching. I've worked with mentors. I've paid over $10,000 to go to seminars before. I've paid over $5,000 for individual one-on-one coaching sessions. So I've always been willing to invest in myself and in my businesses. So it's very difficult for me to be able to comprehend that kind of mindset of not being willing to invest a small amount of money into a course that could help you, that could change your life, your financial future, and help you and your family to get into a better situation and allow you to quit your job, work for yourself from home. But because a course costs a little bit of money, that, you just want everything for free from YouTube, and you're upset that I'm not just going to take my time to answer all of your questions and that I charge for my time. It's difficult for me to even be able to comprehend that kind of a mindset. So don't, be willing to invest in yourself. It's funny because I have a friend who for years now, I think about 5 years now, he's been talking to me about, he works at a job that he hates, and he's always fantasized and jerked off to the idea of having his own business and working for himself. But every course, every product I've ever recommended to him that would cost money, usually a little bit of money, to invest in, that he could learn the secrets and how to start his own business and whatever, he never would buy it just because, use the excuse of money. And 5 years later, he's still working at that job, still complaining, still jerking off, fantasizing to the idea of having his own business and working for himself. So Guys, don't be afraid to invest in yourself and invest in your future. You got to think about the big picture. Yeah, maybe you might have to sacrifice a little bit so you can buy a course. Maybe you got to fast for the next week, can't eat food, whatever you got to do. I mean, I've gone 15 days before fasting. So if that's what it requires so that you can save money to get a course that could teach you how to make 6 figures over the next year working for yourself, isn't it worth it? Maybe you got to sell your PlayStation or your video game system, whatever you got to do. But, the dabbler is the one that just wants everything for free. They're just going to go on YouTube and just try to get the freebies. Someone that is committed to mastery, that's the one that's going to be willing to invest in themselves, willing to invest in courses and education. If you just want to be a dabbler and just get everything for free, then, just expect that you're just going to get menial results. But if you want to truly commit to mastery and become a master at whatever it is you're trying to do, then you are going to need to invest in it. And see it just as that. See it as an investment. That's why I use that language, an investment, because that's what it is. It's an investment. So, guys, I'm going to get going now because I don't even know if anyone can hear me on here. So hope you all having a great day. And until next time, guys, let's make it a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life. See ya.